Looks like we're live. You've got questions. I've got answers, probably. Today we will be talking about me, and probably a lot more, on the Japan live stream show, where we talk about less talked about aspects of Japan and answer questions you didn't even know you have had. You can catch us live every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Japan Standard Time or 9 a.m. American time. Let me check the chat here. Looks like I don't know what's going on in my chat screen. Not super sure. We are live. People are coming on in. Looks like the stream is a little bit. All right, okay. We'll just see what's going on. I don't know super why the chat is all weird. But yeah, so today we are talking about me. Question and answers. So just got 300, not just, a couple weeks ago hit 300 subscribers. So thank you so much for that. All of you guys watching live right now and on the replay. It looks like we have Kyushu Trail tuning in. Saki as well. She's from Okayama. Thank you so much for joining as well. And we got some probably more people coming in. So we're just gonna be chewing the mochi right now, just talking about whatever. She has a story. What's up? Welcome to the live stream. Like I said, we're just gonna be chewing the mochi, talking about some stuff, let some people come in. Not super sure why my chat is not on the screen, but let me fix that. What's up, Simon? How's it going? Thank you so much for stopping by. If you guys do have any questions for me, anything, everything is open, except for maybe X's and politics. I think that's probably a safe way to go about things. I gotta fix my chat here. What's going on? Chat, why are you not working? Let me pop you out here. I don't remember how to do it. I haven't done it so long. Hey, pop out chat. Get that. Why is it so dark, Mouse? Because I don't have any lights on, except for this guy, a guy right here, and then my backlights, and then Arisa's in the other room. She's not feeling too great. Let me just get the chat on the screen. I don't know why it's not working. Let me see. Properties. Hiya. Let me put that back in there. Let me see if this fixes it. Can we do it? Oh, there we go. Stream elements, bot running. Yeah. Stream health is good. We got 9 people watching. Thank you so much. Yeah, so like I said, we're just talking about me today, and that's I feel so weird saying that. Like, it's like today we're talking about me. Like, I'm the best, all right? I don't know what you guys are talking about. We're talking about me. No, we're gonna be talking about my mistakes. We're gonna be talking about my glory. We're gonna be talking about, I don't know, my shower habits. I don't know what we're gonna be talking about. I do know that she has a story. Does have some wonderful questions already prepared for me, kind of. So while we're waiting on some questions for you guys, it looks like we have our first question by Simon. He said, "Does your beard itch?" Yes, it does. Every morning I do put beard oil on it. I am trying to grow it for Halloween. I'm going to be the middle-aged Obi-Wan Kenobi. I know it's very specific, but that's me. I'm not red. I'm not red-haired, but we'll see what we can do with it. Yeah, so I do have beard oil right now. It's a bit dry because I just did take a shower and I didn't put any oil in it. Yeah, you can, like, I have the worst beard. It looks so bad. Like, you have to grow it, like, for at least me. I have to grow for a couple months to get like this right here, like, to grow over all my patchy areas. It's so bad. That's why you're rid of your beard in 1991. There's Artisan in the house, a moderator. She says, "Thank you, Simon." Yeah, so Simon said regards to Artisan. Yeah, so I guess we're gonna, well, let's see. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, yeah. So last live we did really well. You guys were really into it. We had a lot of new people come in. We were talking about Okayama, and I still have people kind of watching it on the replay. So for you guys who are watching it live, obviously, thank you so much for taking your time out of your day. And watching me talk about weird things like live. But for those who are watching on the replay, thank you so much as well. I mean, you guys are very important too. If you do have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments down below. I am always checking the comments, and I try to reply. I think I do. I reply to every comment. I'm pretty sure, like 99% sure, I reply to every comment. And I will try to keep it like that for as long as I can. I mean, I don't really think I'm going to be getting any millions and millions of subscribers, but I will try to reply to every comment. So thank you guys so much for watching it on the replay as well. So if you guys do have any questions, please put them in the live chat, and I'll just go ahead and start talking about the big one, the main one. Why am I in Japan? Like, that's the big one, right? Like, I don't know if you guys maybe you guys want to know. I don't know. But yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about first. And then when you guys have questions or, ask whatever you want, we're going to go ahead and get started. So this was from She Has a Story. What brought you to Japan. Some of you guys may know the story, or at least pieces and bits of it. I've never really talked about it. And Saki, also asked why Okayama. That's I'll get into that one. It's not super deep. Simon asks, is the typhoon headed your way? Yes, it is. And then also adds, I came to Okayama to marry Arisa. Trick ASZ, hi, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by, taking your time out of your day to come and visit me. And it looks like Arisa knows you, so I was like, I don't think I've seen you in the stream, but thank you so much for stopping by. Probably one of Arisa's friends. So let's get talking about why I came to Japan and then why I came to Okayama. This takes me way back in, let's say, 2007. I graduated high school in 2007 from a very tiny high school. We had about 600 students from K to 12. So, hey, Shana. I don't know how to actually super pronounce it. I'm going to say Shana. Thank you for stopping by. Always glad to have you here. So I graduated from a small high school, 600 students, K through 12. So we had about 30 students in my graduating class. At that time, I had really no interest in Japan. I had watched like Naruto and Bleach, and I had like a little bit of interest in the anime. Of course, everyone has. If you come to Japan, you usually probably have a little bit of interest in anime, but I wasn't like huge into it like some people can be. And so I went to Ohio University, and I majored in computer science, and found out very quickly that I was in way over my head. I graduated second in my class from my tiny class. So, I was just like big fish in a very small pond there. But once I went to Ohio University, I was just blown away by everything and everyone. I was a very tiny fish in a very large ocean at that time, and I was just could not keep up with a lot of things. Tastes so good. Congrats on 300. That's amazing. I thought I went to a small school, roughly 40 students in my graduating class. I think we were somewhere around there. I'm not super sure on the number. Yeah. So I quickly realized when studying computer science, it was really difficult. But before, when I took my classes, I wanted to take German, but all of the German classes were full. So I was like, well, I want to study another language, because I had studied Spanish in high school, and I wanted to study something, but I didn't want to study Spanish. So I was like, I watch anime sometimes, I'll try Japanese. And that decision alone brought me here. Like, it's so crazy to me. Like, that if one student had not been in German, like, I wouldn't be here. Like, I wouldn't be here talking to you guys. I wouldn't be married to Arisa. Like, I wouldn't have done so much. Almost 100% certain. And that's, to me, like, there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about that. It's just mind blowing to me. So I took Japanese, and at the same time, so I was starting to get into Japanese culture and everything. I mean, everything was new to me. Like this whole thing, like all of it, the Japanese language, the Japanese culture, the Japanese history. And then I tried Kendo. If for those of you who don't know, Kendo is the it's translated as like the Japanese fencing, but basically it's it's like Japanese fencing, but basically you have a katana, but it's not a katana. It's a bamboo sword that you actually hit people with in armor and things. And I fell in love with Kendo from that moment as well. And yeah, so that first semester in university, I was studying computer science, and was just getting destroyed by all the math and algebra, and it was horrible. It was just such a bad decision, and I almost dropped out. But the only thing that kept me going was Kendo and Japanese. And I wasn't doing great in Japanese, but I really liked my teacher, who I have a very deep bond with throughout my time at Ohio University. So yeah, I changed my major to global studies. I think it was called International Studies of East Asia, and then I started minoring in Japanese, and I started minoring in geography as well. I kind of added that in later, but yeah. So my second year, I actually studied abroad in Japan. So I loved Kendo so much that like I wanted to go to Japan and do Kendo. I wasn't super interested in learning Japanese or the Japanese culture. I mean, I had a little bit of interest, but it was mainly because I wanted to do more Kendo. And I studied in Nagoya, and there they have an insanely strong Kendo team. And I was studying Japanese every day, and it was one of the toughest times in my life. I had like 4 hours of Kendo practice every day, and like just so many Japanese classes. Everything was in Japanese. I had so much Japanese somewhere. I would come home and to my dormitory in Japan, and I would eat dinner. Everyone had already eaten their dinner, and then I would have to do homework until like midnight, 1 o'clock, and then I would get up and do the same thing. It was insane, but I really progressed well in Kendo, and I kind of started getting good at Japanese, which I never really was. So Trick says, nah, fate would have still led you to Artisan. I hope to think so. Shauna, I like to believe that everything happens for a reason. Yeah, I might have ended up there somehow, some way. But that's just this is the path that I took to get to her. It was probably an easier path this way. So where did I leave off? So I studied for 6 months in Nagoya. 6 months to me now in Japan is like nothing. Like it's nothing. I was 19 then, and I finished my university degree, and I got a job. Like I wanted to go to Japan. Like I wanted to get back into Japan, doing more Kendo, and now I had kind of an interest in Japanese culture and history. Not a huge amount, but it was obviously there. And so I wanted to go to Japan, and I started looking on for jobs on Guyjinpot.com. So if you guys ever are looking for a job in Japan, I do suggest Guyjinpot.com. I'm not like affiliated or anything, and they're just the go-to website. There are other websites, but this is the way I found it. And I applied to a couple jobs that I thought fit me. I knew I didn't want to go into a big company and and just kind of be just some person. Like I wanted to go to maybe a smaller town and a smaller company who really kind of focused more on the teaching and the students and things, and not just the business side of things, which you can get sometimes. And there was a place in Tsuyama. Didn't know Okayama, never had been to Okayama. So if you guys don't know, Tsuyama is in the north of Okayama. It's about an hour and a half to about an hour and a half north of where I live now. So I got that job, and I worked there for 5 years. And just fell in love with Tsuyama, Okayama. And that was also where I met Arisa. Was in Tsuyama. She didn't live in Tsuyama. She lived in Okayama. But when we started dating, When we started dating, you know, she would come to Tsuyama and I would go to Okayama, and we lived apart for a while. But then I moved here to Okayama City with this my current job, and then, you know, about what, 2 years ago, I think, Arisa, if you're still listening, I think it was about 2 years ago, she moved in with me, and then, you know, in May, we got married. So yeah, that's my story. That's how I came to Japan and Okayama. I'm a veteran, yeah. Yeah, I've been here since 2011. So that's my story. It's nothing. It's nothing spectacular, but it's also, I think, pretty cool. I don't know. That's just me. Saiki, thank you. She says congrats, guys, and Ashana says congratulations. Yeah, so thank you. Yeah, so we are getting. You know, we got married in May. If you haven't seen that that video, please check. It should be my top video in the channel. There's a surprise proposal in front of her family, and it went so well. Except the ring was too small and didn't fit her. But other than that, it was good. Trick says, did you get homesick? I get homesick every year, and it's about this time of year. It's just the fall, like, it gets me. My birthday's in September, so I just had my birthday. I just turned 30. And then there's, you know, Halloween, and then Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, and then New Year's. So all that kind of like group of things, like, you know, I think Ohio does. That's where I'm from. Ohio does so well. Their fall is so good that I do get homesick around that time. But it's always been like, you know, I would really like to see my friends. I would really like to experience the you know, the food and stuff like that. But I've never wanted to go back home and leave Japan forever. So let's see. Let me. Joe King Media. Thank you for stopping by. Konnichiwa. For us, it's actually konbanwa. Yep. I've seen you in. Yeah. Ohio sounds like Ohio. Yep. That's what everyone says. I say I'm from Ohio, and they're like, "Oh, Ohio," and I'm like, "Ohio." Joking, I've seen you in Arisa's streams and stuff, so thank you so much for always supporting her and me, obviously. Simon says, do you still do kendo or kin don't or Kim British? Yeah, so I don't do kendo right now. I did it for a while, but I actually kind of gave it up to focus more on actually doing content for YouTube and this. Like, I still want to get into it, and if I have the time, I really want to get back into it. I'm a third degree. They say black belt. It's not really a black belt, but yeah. So I kind of, it's put off to the side right now. She has a story. Do you plan on living in Japan forever? You know, forever is always, like, you know, a really long time. Not like, I can't say like, yep, exactly. I think I will probably be here forever. For me, I can't take Arisa away from her family. It was my decision to move to Japan, and it was, you know, our decision to get married. And she's under this assumption, which is good, because we've talked about this, and, you know, we're gonna live in Japan, probably forever. But, you know, I can't say 100%. But I can't take her away from her own country and her family. Like, I'm the one who did that. That was my decision, so I can't put that decision on her. Shanna says, that's so much better than, oh, Mickey Mouse when I say Florida. Yeah, I guess you probably do get that one a lot. Joking, both of you are awesome. Good job. Thank you so much, Joking. And tastes so good. Out of curiosity, the Koreans are currently boycotting the Japanese. Is there currently anything, any anti-Korean movements going on over there? I try to stay away from politics, especially here in Japan, especially with Korea and Japan. There are anti-Korean stuff going on. To what degree, I don't know. I do know that the tensions are always really tight with Korea. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. I don't want to step on it. Like, I'm just not informed enough. I know I probably should be, but, you know, I just don't like to get into that kind of stuff. Can you do the Obi-Wan Kenobi voice? No, I don't think. I don't really know what his, like, the old one or the new one. I don't know. Bring Artisan for a visit to North America. Stop in Canada during winter. Yeah, we went during last winter vacation. You know, she met my parents. That was a big thing for me. Like, I wanted her to meet my parents and my family and my hometown before we came. You know, or before we got married. That was just a kind of big thing for me. She has a story in Saki's, and love that. That's so sweet. Yeah, that's just kind of, yeah. I'm getting dry again already, guys. It's horrible. I don't have the air conditioner on. I don't know why. Trick says, if you had to pick another place to live, where would it be, excluding Ohio and Japan? Just putting away everything. I don't know. That's a tough one. I would say, I don't know. I'd like to live somewhere in Europe. I think all the old history there, mixed with all the modern stuff, is kind of cool. But I've never been there, so I can't say, like, yep, that's where I want to live. But I think Europe, somewhere in Europe, would be cool. Maybe like Germany or something. Yeah. Saki. Oh, Korea is a sensitive topic. Yeah. You know, trying to just keep it light. Don't want too much going on. Shanna says, I feel like it tends to be the older generation who have an issue with Korea. I think it kind of usually is. Like, I don't think the young people are just like me. They don't really want to get into the politics about it. I'm totally not asked about anything opinion about. Yeah. That's always a very. But just curious if it was a big thing. Like I said, I can't really say. I don't think so. Not like a huge thing, but it is a thing. Simon says, have you made any new regular YouTube videos lately? I have made one. It's not anything probably you guys would be interested in right now. It's kind of so I've been doing a lot of content for, you know, a lot of live videos for my subscribers and stuff. So I do need to start making some new videos for search. So I'm gonna start this video. I'm not gonna put out yet. I'm gonna wait. But this video is about TransferWise and transferring money from, like, Japan bank accounts to American bank accounts and other things, like basically transferring money between bank accounts, and it's a lot cheaper. It's so expensive here in Japan if you go through your local banks. So I did make a video on that, but I'm not gonna put it out yet. I want to make some Okayama stuff first, which I wanted to do over the weekend, but we had some stuff to do. We went to some really nice places. Hopefully I'll be putting some pictures up on Instagram. So if you want to follow me there, go ahead at one more Guyjin, I think. It'll pop up here with Stream Elements if you guys haven't already followed me. Yeah. So I want to put some stuff out for Okayama first, and then I'll probably put that TransferWise video out. I just feel weird coming from all this, you know, subscriber focused content to being like a non-subscriber video. Like, you have to you know, branch out in certain ways, and it doesn't have an affiliate link, and, like, you know, I kind of feel a little bit sleazy, not sleazy, because I do really like TransferWise, and that's what I use. So I do want people to know about it, because I was spending like 5,000 yen every transfer I had to make to pay off my college loans. So there's a better way, and it's TransferWise. But I do have an affiliate link, so if people do use that, I do get money. So I don't want to put that out just yet. I do want to put some Okayama content out first and kind of slide into that. I think it just be the right now how the channel is going. I have, you know, like I said, a lot of you know, stuff focused on my subscribers, and then all of a sudden if I just put that in there, it'd be really weird. Yeah. So let me just. That was a really long thing. Alan Lower. Thank you so much for joining. I'm not sure. I think I know who you are on Twitter or Facebook. Congrats on 300 subs. We'll be visiting Japan in November, and your videos can visit us to spend some time in Okayama. So thanks for all the great info. That is amazing. That is so awesome. Like I'm so glad that my content made you come to Okayama. Like that's exactly what I make my stuff for. Like, thank you so much. That's so awesome. Wow, that's so cool. Saki says, "Yay, Okayama needs more attention. I love you. Talk about my home. Yeah. So that's what happens when you talk about it. So thank you. Yeah. I forget your Twitter handle. I need to be an Okayama ambassador. That would be awesome. I actually kind of do want to do that and be that, but I don't know if Okayama is ready for me yet. The government. Hold on, Trick. I do see what you said. I think Joe King Media subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much. I don't know why it didn't pop up. It should have popped up in the here, but thank you so much. Usually, like has an alert and Mario comes out. He's like, "Welcome," but I don't know why I didn't do it. I'm gonna have to check some stuff here. Trick. Hold on. Shanna, sorry I can't stay much longer. I have to prep lunch for tomorrow, do some other things before I pass out for the night. Congrats on 300 subs and have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for stopping by. And you know, have a good sleep. Yeah, it is kind of getting late for probably a lot of us. Trick, what the food in Japan that we have to try? What food do we have to try in Japan? Ooh, man, there is so much you got to try in Okayama. Simon, thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you later as well. We always have fun with you. So, Trick, what food? I don't know what you haven't or have had. Let me see. There's so much. There's I don't know what do you people who are living in Japan now who are watching the chat. What do you guys think? I have a couple things, and I just want to see what you guys think as well. There's so much. I mean, obviously, you know, try Japanese sushi. Obviously, it's so good, but that's kind of like a kind of a cop out. Like everyone says, yeah, try Japanese sushi. Like I wanted you to try something interesting that maybe you can't really eat. Tonkatsu. Arisa says tonkatsu is really good. It's like fried porklet cuts. The Henry Donburi. Yeah, Henry, thank you so much for stopping by. He says oyakodon. Yeah, so Henry Trick is from Australia, by the way. Thank you so much for coming. Oh my god, everyone's like talking so much. Okay, it's hard to choose. Someone recommended horomon udon to me today in Okayama. Have you tried it? Horomon udon is famous in Sayama. So that's what Sayama is famous for. So yeah, so Trick, horomon udon is the one if you do come to Okayama, and she has a story. It's basically, horomon is cow intestines. It doesn't sound great, but and then it's fried udon. And yeah, so they put this kind of chewy, kind of fatty kind of stuff, like intestines into fried udon. It doesn't sound good. It is really good though. So I do recommend it if you do like that kind of stuff. Okayama is really actually well known for its horomon. We do have some really good horomon, or cow intestines, especially the really expensive places. One thing I didn't know about before was tsukemen. Ordered by mistake when I thought I was getting ramen, and it blew me away so good. Saki says shirin yakisoba. Henry saying ramen, somen, ikemen. I don't think that's a food. So yeah, I mean everyone's putting out some really good stuff. Saki says hiruzen yakisoba, which is another Okayama type of yakisoba. Which is basically yakisoba in English is chow mein. And the Hiruzen style has chicken, and it uses a different sauce. I forget what sauce. But it's chicken based instead of pork. Yeah, so tonkatsu, Arisa says fried pork with sweet sauce. Yes, and it's really good. it's not like super sweet. It's just slightly sweet. Sweet in Japan is completely it's completely different from sweet in Western countries. When we say sweet in Japan, it's really just slightly. Like vegetables can be very sweet in Japan, while in America, I've never really said a vegetable is sweet, except for maybe corn. But yeah, there's so much food. I feel like I'm letting you down here, but yeah, like ramen, udon is really good. My favorite is what is my favorite food? I don't know. I love everything. Like that's my problem. I really don't have anything I don't like, except for just a very few things. But my favorite food here in Japan is okonomiyaki. Is maybe one of my favorites, and that's a Hiroshima thing, and Kansai or Hyogo or Osaka kind of thing. It's translated as a Japanese savory pancake. Basically, it's like a pancake shape, but then it's got like pork inside of it, and it's got like a sauce and stuff like that. Yeah, then so yeah, we were talking about tsukemen. Tsukemen is so Daisuke Aoki, thank you so much for joining. Henry is here as well, Mr. Aoki. If you do want to talk to Henry as well, he's in there. So yeah, tsukemen is really good as well. So we have like basically it's just noodles, and then you kind of dip them in a very light sauce, and it's just really refreshing, really healthy, and really good. You know, just in the summer especially. I like somen as well, which is kind of very very similar. Yeah. So that is some food. I mean, we can talk about food all day, all day. And Alun Lower. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Sorry. Yeah, we talked about skimming. Sorry, who was I talking about? Trick. You were the one who asked about food. We do have. I did do another live in this playlist that I think if you click the eye that somewhere up there. It should have the live playlist, and I do talk about food and food culture, and I think we did talk about some good food to eat in Japan. If you do want to check out that later, I wanted to check out my live stuff. Hold on, something very strange might happen. I might get a pop up here. So, like if someone subscribes, they should send an alert, and it should show up, but it didn't happen like last time, or it didn't do it exactly how it should, and it didn't do it for Joe King Media, and I'm so sad because it's really cool and I love it because it's Mario, and Mario is awesome. Hold on, let me see. But you guys keep the questions coming. I think we kind of answered everything that everyone's really asked. Ooh, Kyushu Trail as almost on time. The only really thing I really knew about Okayama before I found your channel was their soccer team, Fagiano Okayama. And you ever been to a J-League game? I support Jervan Vans Kita Kyushu with their J3. I've never been to a live game. I know Henry, who is in the live here. He used to work with me, one of my very best friends. Unfortunately, he went back to Australia. I'm just giving him some crap there. I know he did go to a live Fagiano game, and I do have some friends that are very big Fagiano fans. I've never been to. I'm not a huge soccer fan. I do like to watch the World Cup, but that's about it. Hold on, guys. Let me see what I can do here. Let's get it if we can get a fake subscriber. Hiya. Yeah. See, that's what's supposed to happen. Can you guys see that? Like, that's what's supposed to happen if someone subscribes. And I don't. Did you guys see that? Did you guys hear that? Let me know in the comments in the chat there. Yeah. Off to bed. Look forward to seeing you in Adi in March. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining. I am looking forward to seeing all of Adisa's friends come during when they are coming. So yeah. So she has a story that is so cute. Yeah, so you guys did see it, right? I don't know why it didn't show up for when someone subbed to my channel. It makes me really sad. Makes me so sad. But yeah, and then I got like and this will probably never ever happen, but if I do ever get like members on the channel, this will happen. Yeah, that's Squirtle. Yeah, pretty cool. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys. But enough playing around. That's just me testing out my alerts. You guys have got like so many questions. Like it's already 30 minutes and I've talked about so much, so much in so little time. It is amazing. Let's go to one of. She has a story. She asked a bunch of questions on Twitter. When I posted that I was going live. No sounds on alerts. Huh. Thank you for letting me know. I don't know why that's happening. I have an idea, but I'll have to fix it. I don't know why that's happening. That's making me angry. Thank you for letting me know. So she has a story. She asked, "What brought you to Japan?" which we talked about, and then she asked, "How has your life changed being in Japan?" And that one is a difficult one. It's changed in so many ways, but maybe not. I don't know. Like, obviously, I've met so many good people, and I met my amazing wife, and I've met people like Henry here. I think what changed me the most is my worldview. I was very, like I said, I went to a very small high school, and I came from a very small town. It was actually a village. It was the village of Laughlin, if you guys do want to look it up, in Ohio and in Cincinnati. And we had very little international like interaction in my high school. It was mostly black, white, and there was some Hispanic people, but no, there's only a few. There's like 2 or 3. It was not very many at all, and I don't think we had any Asians or anything like that. So coming here, like I met so many people from obviously from Japan, and China and Korea and Australia and New Zealand, all around Europe, and South Africa and Brazil, and I met so many people that I would have never met. I would have never had any contact with any of those kinds of people if I hadn't come to Japan, and if I hadn't done what I had done. So that, I think, is what has changed me being in Japan. It's just, and that's changed me as a person. Obviously, I try to see things from different viewpoints, not only from America or anything like that. Look at Stream Elements just pulling up on the live chat there and just filling it up. I swear I changed the timing. It should be like staggered. I don't know why it does that, but whatever. Yeah, so that's how my life has changed being in Japan, and how it's changed me as a person. Just like being so international now, I guess, which I never would have been if I hadn't have gotten out of my hometown. Like that was a big one. Like, and I'm very thankful for that. I think I made a really good move on doing that. It's obviously very difficult on my parents and my friends and stuff, but I was kind of doing for me. Like that was me. Like that was my decision, and I had to look out for number one, and that's me. And that's, I think, how a lot of people should look at their life. Like, if you want to make other people around you happy, you have to be happy first. Like if I want to make Arisa happy, I can't do that if I'm not happy myself. So I think you should always be number one. Even if you're married and you have kids, obviously you want to protect them and make them happy. And to do that, you have to be number one in your life. You have to focus on your happiness, and at the same time bringing them up as well. I think, if that makes sense. Obviously, you don't want to just like like, no, I'm not happy. Like, I'm throwing you out the window, and don't do that, obviously. But you know, you have to be number one. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I got a little bit corny there. She has a story that says, "Well said." I'm glad. I'm glad. At least you agree. Everyone else is like crickets. Like, what is this guy talking about? Like, it's some bum, you know, a YouTube bum in Japan. Like, what's this guy talking about? Which is what I feel like a lot of times. You know what? Let's go ahead and take a break because I have ran out of water, and a quiz time. Oh, I didn't think of a quiz because like I didn't prepare this one at all today. If you guys have been watching my live streams, then you will know this one. What is my favorite place in Japan? And it's not a prefecture. There's a spot. There's an area. What is my favorite place in Japan? We're gonna switch over to a quiz time, and I will be back in like 3 minutes. Get some water. And if you guys have any questions, be ready to fire them off in the chat. And we are back. Did you guys get the sound for the turtle shell? Like maybe, I don't know if you guys got that sound. Maybe you didn't even get that one. I don't know. Let me know. Yeah, I was back really quick. Like I just wanted some water and give my voice a little bit of a break. Whoa! Well, that scared me. Like I got the there's a little bit of a why video output is low. Why is my stream health not very good? That's very strange to me. Why? What is going on here? But bad, potentially serious viewing issues. That's very strange. Oh well. Anyways, well, hopefully that will fix itself. Hopefully. She has a story. Says Hiroshima. Alan Lower says, "Oh crap! I saw the answer in a video the other day, but can't remember now." So this is, if you guys. I did say this in a video. So she has a story. Says Hiroshima. That is the #1 place I think you should go in Japan if you have a chance. But my favorite place in Japan is Bikanchiku, the Bikan historical quarters in none other than Kurashiki City, Okayama Prefecture, Japan. Yeah, so I absolutely love that place. Very few tourists. It has like this traditional Japanese feel to it. If you haven't, you know, check it out. It's such an amazing place, and a lot of people that go there have said the same thing. Like, and people, you know, they've been gone to Osaka, they've gone to Kyoto, they've gone to all these places, and then when they go to Bikan historical quarters, they're like, this is amazing. Like, this is one of my favorite places in Japan, even though they've been to, you know, all these, you know, super famous tourist spots. It is my #1 place. Saiki says, she has a story. Says, oh yeah, you did say that. Yeah. But you know, Hiroshima is very, 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 very close up there. I do like that. Should have known we'll be staying in Kurashiki when I visit. Yeah, Kurashiki is such a nice place. Really just super. Just amazing vibes. Like if you want Japanese vibes, the Japan vibes, you get them all right there. It's such an amazing place. And you can spend days just wandering into the small streets around there. It's so nice. Yeah, so we are back. Probably going to be going on for about 15 more minutes and be going to bed. My shoulder hurts. That's also another problem. My shoulder's been hurting like for like 2 weeks. I don't know exactly what I did to it, but let's go jumping off of she has a story's other questions in Twitter. She says, where do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years? And jumping off of that, what are your goals? Oh man, asking the serious questions. Asking some serious questions. In 5 or 10 years, I see myself with a family in a house. So I do see myself with at least, hopefully, if the fates allow, with at least 1 kid, maybe 2. We don't know. Artisan, we don't know, but at least 1, and in a house somewhere in Okayama. And I don't see myself teaching English. I do really want to get, like Saki said, becoming an Okayama ambassador, because I do believe in the potential for Okayama Prefecture to really stand out in when Tokyo Olympics comes, and when like I think Okayama is on the brink of something good, and I want to be a part of that. Like I want people to know about Okayama and just how amazing it is. So I see myself hopefully working maybe with the government, or doing my own thing, like doing something like this full time, doing like tour guides, or have my own like tour business. I don't know, like I have so many goals. Like I do want this to do well, like the YouTube channel and this brand, this personal brand that I am trying to build with you guys. And you guys are helping me so much by sending me all this love, that it really does keep me moving forward. So hopefully doing something with this and tying it into Okayama, using my Japanese, which I hopefully will be passing. I'm going to be taking the JLPT in2 test in December, which is business level Japanese. It's not fluent, it's not native level, but it is a business level. So I will be taking that in December, finally taking that test, and hopefully I will be passing that, and using that in the future, like using my Japanese. Like I have enjoyed teaching English, and that is what got me here, but it's not me. It's not what I want to do full time. But it's opened so many doors for me, and created so much, I don't know, like knowledge, I guess. I've learned so much teaching English here, but I do want to take this next step forward. So that is what I see my future goals for. This is such a tough question. I don't know. I'm always I despite how I look and despite how I act, I am always looking in the future. Like if like Artisan and I'm the one that is always looking in the future and planning things. The thing is, like, I plan too many things, and I get excited about oh, this is gonna be awesome, it's gonna work, and then like I realize how much effort you have to put into it, and I'm kind of lazy. So hopefully that I am trying to change it, and I do realize that, like, I do have to literally take myself and be like, dude, you haven't even taken the first step. Like, you got to take the first step and take things step by step to do these things, to make them come to fruition. So that's kind of my flaw. Like I am what you can say, like, a jack of all trades. Like, I have so many hobbies, and I quit so many hobbies, and I do so many things, and then I never finish them. So I am working on that. Chichu Trail says I'm the same. Yeah, it's a hard thing, but the first step is realizing you've got a problem, and then just taking your time, and then just taking that first step and doing things. But I would rather be like this than people who are too afraid to take their first step. Like, I take too many first steps, and then I never. That's my problem. I take too many first steps, but never take a second step. But I would rather be like this than never taking first steps. Like, some people are so overcome with fear of themselves, of what other people think, of perfection. Like, I had to battle through that as well myself. Of course, I think everyone does, but I do always tend to try to make that first step. And I did have to battle through perfection, especially with the videos that I make. I try to be too perfect, and that just a lot of people can get paralyzed in that. And I don't care about perfection anymore. I just put stuff out. That's not true, but I do try to have a middle road, I guess. Well, there's perfection, and then there's just taking that first step. You gotta go down the middle, I guess, or you're just not gonna do it. I'm going on tangents here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. You guys are hopefully enjoying this. I have no idea. It's my first AMA, and like I said, this was for our 300 subs. So thank you so much for the people who are watching right now and the people who are watching on the replay. If you would have told me that I would be doing this, I would be doing this kind of stuff, talking to you people when I first started, I wouldn't have believed you. Like, I knew YouTube was going to be a big step. I knew it was going to be a lot of work. And I'm not a YouTuber. I'm a content creator, I guess. And I knew this was going to be a lot of work, and I knew it wasn't going to be fast. I knew I wasn't going to be like, the next Peter McKinnon or anything. Who put so much years in ahead of time before YouTube, but that's besides the point. If you would have told me like a year and a half ago that I would have like 300 subs and talking to people, amazing people like you, I wouldn't have believed you, because I had no idea what I was doing. And it's been really cool. I know 300 subs isn't much, but I love how this channel is going. I love the community that we have here. I've yet to have any negative comments on my videos, on Twitter, on Instagram, and I know it's gonna come. I know I'm not super like these rose colored glasses, like, but I haven't had anything like that. And you always hear horror stories. And it's been so amazing meeting like so many people, on Twitter and on YouTube, on Instagram, and talking to you guys like this. It's like I'm really proud of the community that we have made. Yeah, so thank you guys. But we're gonna keep on answering some questions if you guys have any more. It doesn't have to be super serious. We've been talking about some super serious stuff. You can talk about like my favorite song and things if you want. Like, I'm like, that's fine too. But yeah, I guess we'll try to answer one more question from. She has a story. Oh, this one. I definitely did want to answer this one. So she asked, how difficult or easy was it for you to learn Japanese, and did it help dating a Japanese woman, your wife? I kind of touched on this in the beginning. Kind of that. When I first started studying Japanese when I was 18 years old. I was 18. And then I studied abroad when I was 19. When I first started studying it, I was just doing it for kendo. And when I studied abroad, I did not study as nearly as much as I should have. Because I found Japanese very difficult. Like, it was completely different from the English language, using all kinds of weird characters and things like that. It was very difficult for me. But I did find that because I did kendo so much, unlike my other friends who studied abroad with me who did not participate in any club activities, my spoken Japanese really soared high. Like it bumped up really quick from where I had started. And I remember when I went back to America after the 6 months, like, I had time to recuperate, and I realized like I could actually kind of talk Japanese with my Japanese friends. Like, everything just kind of started clicking. And then when I came, and then I obviously continued studying Japanese until I graduated. Then I came here, and I was able to speak pretty much a decent amount of Japanese, of spoken Japanese, when I first came here. That was a big help. But I couldn't talk about really difficult things, and that is what Arisa has helped me with. She always helps me with questions I have, and we speak 99% Japanese at home. So that is obviously a really big boost in my level. And then you have to sit down and study. Like once you get to a certain level, you hit a plateau. You hit so many plateaus doing anything really. But sometimes there comes a point in Japanese where you're going to hit a plateau, and you're not going to level up until you actually start taking tests, really testing your abilities, testing your limits. You know, sure, I could probably stay at this same level, and I would be fine. Like I can go to banks and stuff, but that's not what I want to do. Like I want to do more. I think you have to kind of figure out your goals for your Japanese level. What you want to do with Japanese, what you want to do with, you know, not only in Japanese but the language that you are studying. If you just want to talk to people, go out and talk to people. But and you'll be able to do it. Like it's gonna take a while, but you can do it. But you know, if you want to really push your limits and become, you know, better and more native like, you just have to kind of sit down and study by yourself. I think is important, and going for quality and not quantity, I think is a big one you hear a lot. You know, you can study for 10 hours a day, but if you're just kind of half-ass studying, if you don't, there's no system to it, it's going to take you a long time. But on the other side, you know, if you have a good textbook, you know your goals, you know what you're studying for, an hour a day, it can do wonders. So it was difficult for me to learn Japanese, is what I'm trying to say. One more question. So, favorite thing you and Arisa like to do? We're pretty lazy. We like to just sit around and watch TV sometimes, and to me that's so cool. Like, you know, I like to be really, you know, active in things too. But my favorite time with Arisa is just relaxing with her and like watching funny like dramas and shows and videos, and just spending time together with each other. Like we do that all the time. Like we're just, you know, we're just when I'm with her, like it's just kind of like, you know, we're together. Like I don't know, it's really like when we are together, like it's just everything just falls into place. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like I don't have to do anything special. You know, obviously I do want to do things special for her, but you know, I don't have to. I'm myself with her, and she's herself with me, and that's kind of really cool. But other than just relaxing and doing stuff, we what do we like to do? We like to go to cafes. I'm a big coffee guy. Arisa's a big just kind of like knick-knack girl. I don't know. That sounds so weird. She likes the atmosphere and all the little trinkets and stuff in the cafes. So, but I like to drink coffee, and I do like that kind of, like that feeling, just, you know, kind of relaxing and in the cafe and drinking coffee. I do like that, and we like to do that together. Thank you for doing this Q&A. Since I'm rather new to your channel, it gave me a chance to know who you are a little bit more. Yeah, you are pretty new, but you've been helping me so much and giving me so much love on Twitter and, you know, like retweeting things, so it's really good. I seriously appreciate everything. It helps me a lot to have people like you in the community. Alan, Laura, I gotta go for now, but thanks for the stream. Catch you next time. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, we're gonna be ending this pretty soon. I should do a video on cafes. I love cafes, and I have the perfect place for you. It's a place called Toyacho. It's actually like 5 minutes where I live, so it's amazing. I think this is how you spell it. I think it's Toyacho. Like it's a weird, like it's spelled Toyacho, but like it's not really. It's like it's kind of pronounced Tonyacho. Me dibble. Did you miss it? Oh man, you did. We're just kind of signing out. Just talking about some cafes here. You can definitely your search didn't make any documents. What? I don't want documents. Oh, I was searching Gmail. So what the fuck is going on? Yeah. I mean, you can definitely watch the replay, and please, you know, ask questions in the comments on the video. I will always answer your questions, sir. Just looking at Toyacho. Oh, well, you went to a new sweets shop in Toyacho, Osaki. What's the name of it? Because I might have just gone there as well. Is it like the one based in Okayama? Is it like Kuder? Is it Toyacho? It is Toyacho, right? Yeah, it's Toyacho. Yeah. Tonyacho. Is it Tonyacho or Toyacho? I think it's Toyacho. Everyone's confusing me. Is it Tonyacho? Artisan says it's Tonyacho. What does it? It sounds like Toyacho. I don't know. There, Kotor, Tokyo, Saki. We went to the same place. Like we just went there on Saturday. Really good. We got the Japanese sake. Yeah, put it on the story on Insight. Yes. Yeah, Tonyacho. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Obviously, I need to study Japanese more. Yeah, Tonyacho. Saki says it's Toyacho. I'm so confused. Oh my god. I think it's Tonyacho, but it's a lot of people say Toyacho. No, this one says Toyacho. They say both. I'm so confused. Whatever. It's there. Yeah. Yeah, it was really good, Saki. Yeah, that place was really good. Yeah, I mean, Me Dibble says, yeah, I don't think I went to any cafes while I was over there. Hit up Starbucks for my coffee fix. Yeah. Starbucks is good. Like the Japanese Starbucks is pretty good. But if you do want, I would look for some, kind of local cafes. In really anywhere you go. It's a good way to pick up kind of the vibe of the area and meet some cool people too. Side use confused. Yeah, because it's like I've had this problem with Toyacho and Tonyacho. Like they sound almost exactly the sound to me. Same to me. But they're different, obviously. And now, yeah, Saki's confused too. So there we go. Yeah. Well, I am. It's 11 o'clock. It's getting late. So Tonya is correct. In fact, they use both. What the Japanese? English is such an easy language. A house can burn up. It can burn down. English is not difficult. Yeah. So they use both. There you go. But it is 11 o'clock, guys, and I'm getting tired. My shoulder's kind of hurting from kind of in a sit, so upright and proper. So we're gonna go to this. Yes, this is the end screen, and hopefully, like my screen's going on weird. Anyways, if you liked the video, please do not forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. If you guys have any questions, please do put them in the comments below. If you want to see more stuff by me, one more Guyjin, and you're watching this on the replay, you can check over there, which is my latest video, and down here is the video that YouTube suggests. And if you haven't subscribed, go down. All right, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. I will see you guys next week, hopefully. Seriously, guys, thank you so much for the 300 subs. It's been amazing. So hopefully to 300 more and more.